Welcome back to the channel. This is Dunder Moose, and I just got my Palladium Christmas bundle. So what are you talking about, Dunder Moose? You interview Bro SR guys about grand campaign games. What is this Palladium thing you're talking about? And the thing I'm talking about is Rifts. Jeffro Johnson started this, and JD Sauvage on, I may not be saying that correctly, on Twitter. They have a game going, hashtag Rift Bros, and I, after resisting for a while, I bought the Rifts Ultimate Edition game, and then I noticed on the website, Palladium Books, who publishes the game, has something called Christmas Bundle. So if you stay to the end of the video, I'll show you how you can get your own one of these. But I thought it'd be really cool to do an unboxing. I just got my Christmas grab bag, and I'm not sure what's in here. So we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna be very careful. Opening with whatever tools your hands find. And man, I hope I'm not cutting anything inside of there. Always cut away from yourselves. And let's see what your boy Dunder Moose picked up from Palladium. Alright, first thing on top is some paperwork. I got the release notification. They have this coming on Kickstarter. Now I just dropped a bundle on Kickstarter for X2. Congratulations, Mr. Alex Macris. That Kickstarter's on day 3 right now and just going gangbusters. So yeah, editor Dunder Moose here. I'm editing a video for the first time, and as I was watching this pack, I could not help but recall that Alexander Macris himself, when he had come on my show, and in the middle of my own explanation of how there's basically 2 great games, AD&D First Edition and Axe itself, we're trying to sling his upcoming Kickstarter, and he could not restrain himself from hauling out book after book of these Palladium books. So I'm telling you, I don't know if it's like the RPG version of Pokemon, and you've got to catch them all, and you've got to collect every one. But this isn't something this isn't a problem that just the Rift Bros have. This Palladium book collection addiction is real.
Oh, I thought we were okay. I thought you froze and we weren't going to see that. How many have you got, man? Look at that. How is that not a problem?
What do you mean, problem? I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you ever had to move houses and just been shamed by the heavy boxes of books that your friends are helping you lug?
No, not at all, because I hire movers to avoid that shame.
Oh man.
So yeah, apparently some people have gotten really into the Palladium system, and I find that really strange and bizarre. But you know, I mean, whatever, right? Like whatever floats people's boat. If they really wanted to play, this amazing supplement called the Sentinels from the unpublished Robotech series that was created in the 1980s, I mean, if that's what they want to do, cool.
That was a weird flex, bro. I feel like if I knew more about Rifts, that would have dropped my jaw right now. But now I'm just like, oh, okay.
But this game is coming back, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Other Strangeness. They are re-releasing that, so that's pretty exciting. There you got our boys there, the Turtles. And, yeah, some old school stuff coming back. Here is the notification about your Christmas surprise packages. So here's how it works. It's $60 plus shipping and handling. And then they will, you fill out what you want, like the books that you're missing, and then they will get you a surprise grab bag, right? So you don't know what you're getting, and it's a surprise. You know what you asked for. Some more advertisements. Here's your checklist and order form. And your new and coming soon stuff. But here we go into it. First book on top. This was not on my list. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Supplement Roadhogs. Oh man, this thing feels a little bit old school here. I don't know if that glossy paper is getting the ring light. Awesome. So here on the front page, we've got some signatures. Eat My Dust. Kevin, oh man, I hope I don't mispronounce your name. Everyone knows your name, and I'm going to mispronounce it. Kevin Simbita? Kevin Simbita? Looks like Alex Marzani. Man, these names. Anyway, I'm going to look it up and figure out how to say your names, but this is cool. Bonsai. This game, fourth printing, May 1990. So they dug out an original and signed it up for me and sent it in, and that's pretty cool. I've got new animals, so it doesn't have to be turtles. It could be a mollusk man. And, yeah, vehicle rules, Roadhogs. This is kind of like a Ninja Turtles meets Mad Max. That's actually pretty daggone sweet. So I'm looking forward to getting into this bad boy. Or at least, I don't know if I can get any of my local buds to play something this weird with me, but I'm going to have fun reading about it, and it might bleed into other settings, right? So cool, Roadhogs. All right, this one was on my list. The Rifts Conversion Book 1. This is kind of one of those, if you're just starting off and brand new, this is kind of one of those really important supplements, or so I understand. I have not read it yet. But again, Explore the Megaverse, signed by Kevin, signed by Alex, Sean, and Rich as well. Thanks, guys. Man, that's awesome. This is so fun. The Rifts Adventure Guide. I'm going to guess this one might be signed as well. Are they all signed? Tell your story. Defy the odds. Oh, Kevin, 2023. Love it. I can see why people start talking about book control and hashtag shelf control, because this seems to be one of those settings that everything in the kitchen sink, and the more stuff you have, the more stuff you can play with, and the more stuff you can try. All right, I'm gonna see what else we got here. Ooh, a hardback. Cyberworks collection. So this is, I believe this is a re-release of a few different supplements all collected together. So Archie Bots, the Mechanoids live. Sounds like I'm going to get some good bad guys for the campaign here. Yeah, it's got the Rift Sourcebook 1 revised in here. I've got the Zetisics. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's like a bunch of X's and C's. It's not even focusing for me. Zetisics. Sourcebook 2, the Mechanoids. The source book called Shimarian Nation and Rift's Aftermath. I'm sorry, you guys can't see, and I'm banging the arm on it. You can tell we're really polished here at This Is Dunder Moose. We've done all the YouTube stuff. Well, we've watched YouTube stuff before. This is my first time making stuff. But that's pretty sweet. I feel like I got a ton of usable content for this game. I feel like it's really awesome that they signed it for me. And I even got some old school Roadhog action. So that's pretty sweet. You may be wondering, Dunder Moose, I see the joy in your eyes and I hear it in your voice as you start on your budding collection of Rifts shelf control. How on earth can I get in on that sweet, sweet action? Well, let me not delay any longer and show you where this goes. https://palladiumbooks.com. That's with 2 L's. And you'll notice they got their upcoming Kickstarter. This is an awesome video, by the way. This is something called a Glitter Boy, which is way more hardcore than it sounds. That's a chromium suit of armor, and the sun just glints off That's why they call it glitter, is because it's chromium. It's reflective. Yeah. No lip gloss involved in a Glitter Boy. But here's the Kickstarter I mentioned, and you saw that sheet for in the beginning. And if you want your own Christmas surprise package, here's where you start. Right? You click on this guy, and this area is where you put... They want you to put at least 10 to 15 items. And you would just type them in one after the other. You can tell them if you want a t-shirt or no. So if you want a t-shirt, put your size here. If you don't want one, just type no. And then you can tell them what are your favorite Palladium games. You can tell them Palladium games you'd like to try. So here you see Splicers, Mechanoids, Rifts, Chaos Earth. This is one I'm interested in, Rifts, Chaos Earth. So in the game of Rifts, it's like all heck broke loose. Like we were at the pinnacle of technological civilization, and giant robots, suits of armor, mega damage weapons, and then these ley lines busted loose and all kinds of magic came. So if you want mechs fighting orcs, if you want all of that and Cthulhu creatures and wizards and juicers, guys that are like hopped up on drugs, and crazies, guys that have like Elon Musk to their brains with Neuralink stuff. All of that happened, but it's all kind of unknown in that glare. But the Rifts Chaos Earth is kind of like if you want to play that as it's happening. Like you start in when all the bad stuff's going loose. Like the main game takes place kind of afterwards. But anyway, you go through and you figure out what you want. You put them in here. You tell them if you want a t-shirt or not. You tell them what game you'd like to play. And then you can say, yeah, do you want autographs or not? And as you guys saw, if you tick yes here, it looks like they will absolutely sign everything that they put in here. If you have any other comments or suggestions you want to put in there, and then you tell them how many you want and add it to the basket. And that's how you can get your own copy. There's one other thing I want to show you guys that's going on, a special deal right now. In addition to getting these Christmas surprise packages, the bundle of holding has an Palladium Apocalypse game bundle. So for the starter collection, it's only $10, and you get 3 whole games. You get Splicers, System Failure, and Dead Rain. Dead Rain is a zombie survival horror game. Splicers is kind of a sci-fi deal where robots show up, and you got to deal with those. And then Systems Failure is kind of... how do I put that? It's another survived disaster, right? But it's like these alien bugs show up. And so how do a bunch of preppers survive when, you know, like what if Alien and Aliens happened on Earth, right? So if any of those sound fun, you know, $10 is a screaming deal for 3 whole games. And then the bonus collection, if you level up, you've got to get over a threshold. So I'm not sure what the threshold is on this right now. But if you want to get the bonus collection, it comes with 7 of the source books for Dead Rain, and it comes with 1 for Splicers. So yeah, it looks like the threshold for leveling up to the advanced is $28. So $30. You can get a ton of stuff, and yeah. So it is just a Palladium Games kind of day right now here at the House of Dunder Moose, and I'm excited to nerd out on all this stuff. And if you guys are excited about that too, now you know a couple ways that you could get in on the hashtag Riff Bros. Is it a game? Is it a lifestyle? Is it an addiction? I don't know. I'm gonna find out though, and I'm gonna have fun doing it. So until the next video, yeah, I don't really have like a catchy catchphrase to end these things on, do I? I mean, I just moose out. Moose out. Editing Dunder Moose here again. Yeah, I don't know about that moose out. That's probably not going to last. But I do want to point out to you that if you were interested in that interview that I did with Alexander Macris, you can click the thing that's showing up right now. If in the future I know how to do that part on YouTube, you'll see a card here that you could click on and watch that whole video. And if you do so, I hope you enjoy it. And that Kickstarter is still going on as well. So knock yourselves out. Moose out.